And it's a tragic story in Imo State which recorded another death resulting from COVID-19 complications. According to the chairman of the Imo State Task Force on COVID-19, a pregnant woman was receiving treatment in the isolation center and later went into labor. She delivered twins but later died from complications. Professor Morisuwu says the babies are both negative, while urging indigents of the state to continue to comply with precautionary measures put in place by the state government. And now joining us to look at the trends in incidents and the vulnerabilities as a result of the virus, Dr. Safia Ojo, a consultant family physician, joins us from Abuja. Welcome to the program. Let's begin by asking you, how delicate are pregnant women under an epidemic, and not to mention a coronavirus pandemic?
Thank you very much. Pregnant women, we know pregnancy itself is a physiological state. It's not a disease. But we know that during pregnancy, immunity reduces. And this reduction in immunity makes pregnant women susceptible to certain diseases like viral infections, bacterial infections, and some other infections because of the immunity that is being decreased during pregnancy. Pregnant women are susceptible because, one, there is a research made when we're talking about pathophysiology of COVID-19. It's shown that COVID-19 itself causes blood clot formation in the veins, thromboembolism, which in pregnancy, we know that even pregnant women, they have a higher risk of forming clots too in their veins, which could also lead to a clot formation in the lungs from deep vein thrombosis. So the pathophysiology, they have similar features, which can make these pregnant women prone to having a severe form of COVID-19, because there is weak immunity during pregnancy and ability to respond, to wail out, to handle viral infections may not be as in normal other people that are not pregnant. Although some studies have suggested that severity of COVID-19 in pregnant women is similar to other persons, male or female, that is not pregnant. But some studies have also shown that it's worse in them, and it could also affect the baby. Certain studies done in China shows that there is no in utero transmission of COVID-19 from a pregnant woman to a child, unborn child. While some other studies show that samples taken from the placenta shows the presence of the antibodies of COVID-19 in the placenta. So I think pregnancy itself, we know, is a high risk state. Because yes, it's not a disease, it's physiological, but pregnant women should take more precautions, because they should know that even while going out, they should put on their face masks and others, and make sure they ensure social distancing and hand washing and other precautions to prevent. Generally, we know there are no vaccinations that are approved for pregnant women, either for viral diseases or bacterial disease, because we don't know how safe. Even when we have COVID vaccination now, we may not be able to use it in pregnant women because a lot of studies have not been carried out to show how safe this vaccination, the vaccines, should be in the pregnant women or their unborn child. So they are at high risk. So they need to try and prevent coming in contact with this virus with these simple measures, that like social distancing, washing of hands regularly. I see a lot of pregnant women now around the hospital. They just come to the hospital. They are not even using face masks. They just go around the hospital. They are so free. So I don't know. They are not really trying to adhere to the rules.
Restrictions.
That we think
Dr. Joe,
rules of
I must quickly ask you if you can answer this in about 60 seconds. And that is, if you're satisfied with the case management strategy to COVID-19, and this is to handling pregnant cases. This is vis-a-vis the fact that we're having a pregnant woman who is COVID-19 positive, and her babies after being born are negative.
Thank you very much. Handling COVID-19 patients generally, what we are doing in Nigeria, apart from giving them some minerals, vitamins, we give them zinc, they give them antibiotics. And some of the antibiotics we are giving, azithromycin and others, are not even safe in pregnancy. So these are drugs that we can't give in pregnancy that is not even safe for the baby. So handling COVID-19 in pregnant women may be a big job compared to those that are not pregnant. So a lot has to be done. There are drugs you cannot give them because you don't want to cause an effect, a negative effect on the child, on the inborn child. So COVID-19, yes, supportive management, maybe giving fluids, zinc and others, but we can't totally do what we're doing for others. So they are at higher risk of having problems for COVID-19 and maybe developing complications from COVID-19. Because pregnancy itself is a hypercoagulability state, as in the risk of forming clots is higher in pregnancy, we know. And it's been shown to in COVID-19 that there are clot formation in the veins, which is similar, as I likely said before. So these are the things we need to think about, how to now try to think of better treatment of those that are pregnant.
We'd like to thank you, Dr. Susceptible, consultant family physician. Thank you for joining us on the program.